On a recent trip to my hometown, Encinitas, California, I was driving with my dad, Robert A. Poppleton, also known as Bobby Poppy. On this car ride, my dad asks me, "So, Heidi, how are the fellas doing down there in Provo?" I responded, "Honestly, Dad, I feel like I'm too loud out there and pretty much just too weird for them." He responded with his favorite Dr. Seuss quote that he actually had memorized. "Heidi," he says, "we are all a little weird, and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love." Above anything, my dad has taught me that being different or weird is a magnificent thing to be, and that we should embrace the differences in ourselves and in others around us. He will befriend anyone and everyone who needs it, no matter how strange. This is his kind of love. My dad has been a certified public accountant for over 30 years and has had his own professional corporation since 1981. He is a very exciting man, and sometimes the occupation of CPA doesn't really seem to fit him, but he's worked faithfully in that profession in order to provide for his family. Being a CPA is also not usually closely connected to things like theater, drama, music, family history, church, beach volleyball, and conspiracy theories, but my dad can connect all of these things in his life, and usually his family is involved in most of them. One of his favorite ways to spend his time is to participate in community theater with his kids and grandkids. Some of his favorite roles include Crazy Old Maurice, Belle's father, alongside his daughter, Sierra, as Belle, in Beauty and the Beast, Fagin in the musical Oliver, and President Roosevelt in Annie, alongside his family and wife. I remember I used to call him up every day after school, since I was 12, and I would ask if he had time to play some volleyball down at the beach, right by his office. He always made time, even if it was just 20 minutes of peppering the ball back and forth down by the water. He never fails to make time for our family. And he always has snacks on hand for whenever us five kids get hungry, even though we are all grown adults. His snacks of choice usually include nuts, tortilla chips, and oranges. Our favorite Sabbath day activity is to climb up to the top of what he calls the hill, which is the water tower hike a mile from our home. Then we'll read scriptures together at the top and break out one of those and peel one of those oranges for a snack and break out the binoculars to find out how far we can see out on that particular day. Sometimes when we are hiking or when we're playing volleyball, we see chemtrails in the sky. Now, chemtrails are the trails left behind from jets flying in the air. My dad has studied them and never misses an opportunity to inform us that the government is putting out dangerous chemicals into our atmosphere and that they lie to us about them. Not many days can go by without my dad bringing up some sort of conspiracy theory, and we love him for it. He wants to find truth in this life. He often quotes the Book of Mormon and expresses that the Holy Ghost will tell us the truth of all things, including what is true in politics and the government. If you've ever met my dad, you know that he often shares his testimony of the gospel of Jesus Christ and how he gained it while serving a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in England. He worked hard as a missionary and helped many people come unto Christ, most of all himself, his most important convert. He has had many callings for the church over the years and does his best to magnify them. He's currently a gospel doctrine teacher and a family history consultant. He's been a family history consultant for over 15 years. Our ancestors can most definitely depend on Mr. Bobby Poppy to help them get where they need to go. I used to get up early around 5:30, and my dad would have already been up for an hour working on our family history, and then he would tell me their stories while I ate my cereal. I love those early morning chats with Dad. He grew up in Sacramento, California, with 4 brothers and 2 sisters, and graduated from Sacramento State University in accounting. He married the beautiful Jenny Jones in 1982, and his life has been forever blessed since then. He has 4 daughters and 1 son. 3 are married, with 5 grandkids, soon to be 6. I don't know of any time where there's more joy in his being than when he's playing with those 5 grandkids. He makes up games like frisbee golf in the backyard, where they move the plastic owl lawn ornament to obscure places and then hit the frisbee with it. Or he'll hit the tennis ball with a racket as hard as he can, way up into the air, and then whoever catches the ball on the way down wins. Or he'll build a fire in the backyard and just think of weird ways to roast the marshmallows. Those kids love their papa, as do I. I love his unique outlook on life, his embracing of the strange things of this world, his long beard and ponytail, the twinkle in his eye that he gets when he finds something humorous, and most of all, the ultimate love he has for my mom and for our family. Robert Poppleton, everyone. Okay, we're done.